So sorry about that scuffness, but I am back on one of the most scuffly started streams ever. However, I hope it goes well tonight. I'm joined by a newer streamer, Angel,
Hello, hello.
and
How's everybody doing?
luckily, you were casting what? Was it Div B, Div A
Uh,
last?
Div C last night,
Div
yes.
C. Okay, well, I hope you didn't think that was too fast because we're about to get a little slower. So we're heading down to some Div D action tonight. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. But yeah, with that being said, I gotta ask you, what'd you think about your first experience last night? How'd you think that went?
No, it was pretty sweet. I enjoyed it. I was happy that K-Tool was completely fine with having a newbie on like myself. But no, it was great. It was a lot of action. Pretty fun to see Velocity come out on top with that game. And I'm excited to kind of see who comes out on top on this one.
Yeah, no doubt. And we have to get this one running pretty quick here, as I might be a touch behind, and by a touch I mean extremely behind. So we're gonna work on getting these boys in here quick as we quickly take a look at Division D as a whole here. Taking a look at those stats. You see anything out there that that really piques your mind? With anything that like pops out to you?
Well, if it's again Sendy versus Train Whistles has got quite the train to pull themselves right now, being on 0-4 with Gettin Sendy being 3-1. It's going to be an interesting matchup for sure. Not an insane amount of confidence for Train Whistles here, but then again, similar to last night with Velocity in their matchup against Imhuz Power, not a lot of confidence with Velocity, and they pulled out on top as well. So it could be a first-time win for Train Whistles. You truly never know when it comes to matchups like these.
Yeah, and it's going to be let's just say it'll be a bit of a stretch here for them to win. However, I will say they are coming in with a new captain. So they pulled back a pretty good game against one of the top teams in the league recently. And so they got to do that again. They're playing another top team. They've got their new captain at the helm. We'll see how that goes. But I got to ask you specifically, is there anything like stats wise on Train Whistles that you think is going to be the big difference maker here?
The big difference maker, I'm seeing a little bit of a higher shooting percentage on more of the players, but to be honest, I don't know. They seem decently even across the board here and there. They kind of seem to even them out. Some players have kind of way higher stats than others, but then other players on the same team have lower stats than the others. So I don't know. I mean, obviously the stats don't lie on the win-to-loss ratio on both teams, but this matchup might be a pretty even matchup, seeing hopefully not a 3-0 sweep. And hopefully just a lot of action packed into this, to be honest.
Yeah, no doubt. And with that being said, we'll take a quick look at the team stats for Gettin Sendy. And all I'm going to say is this is the Bones show and friends, in my opinion, but I want to see that change tonight. I have seen Bones play both for school and for Dcrl for many games, and he's looked good for a lot of it. However, I want to see him to have a good supporting cast, and specifically, I want to see a lot of Lemojule. Lemojule hasn't had a lot of success since his season with Cosmic when they kind of ran through a bit of chaos in the Div D scene, and now he's back with a chance to do more. What do you see here stats wise though? Anything interest you?
We're getting Sendy. I'm thinking Bones is back is going to be an absolute force to be reckoned with on the court, especially with that .82 goals per game versus Train Whistles. He's definitely going to be trying to shoot pretty strong here throughout the game. Probably going to be playing very offensively. However, Ryu, demolitions per game 1.15. Train Whistles better watch out, man. He's out for blood, and we can surely expect 1 to 2 demos per game easily by just him alone.
Yeah, and I can't agree more, and that's why I'm really as much as I want them to find some truth in this game, I want to take a look at that Train Whistle squad, and I have hopes for them, but it's gonna be a rough start out for this.
Absolutely, for sure. Definitely going to be weighed heavily for getting Sendy, especially with the channel points. Train Whistles, I imagine they'll get some channel points bet on themselves as well, but again, confidence is key when going into a match like this where you truly don't know the full outcome and not anything is purely 100% for certain. And we'll see. I'm just excited to get into it and see kind of how it pans out. And I mean, maybe we're all proven wrong against similar to last match. Velocity being a really good counter against Imhuz's power. Maybe Train Whistle is going to be the perfect counter against Gettin Sendy. You never know until it happens.
True that. You really don't know. And we'll find out here if they can really be that mold here. I need to do a couple small things before this game gets started, but I got to ask you if you want to... Oh, wait, we can't send messages. I love how that works. I'm going to run up, make sure they're ready for the game. If you want to blabber a little bit on specifically the stats you see here in front of us.
Sure thing. All right, chat. I mean, looking at the stats, obviously you're kind of staring at Train Whistles right now. However, for Gettin Sendy, I mean, Lemjul with a .59 goals per game, Bones is back with a .82, and Ryu with a .59 for goals per game versus the .60, .60, .73. Decently even across the board for Train Whistles and their goals per game. Gettin Sendy a little bit more of a different, kind of a differential here. Pretty evened out for Lemon Jewel and Ryu, but Bones is back having much higher statistics for that goals per game. They're definitely going to be trying to set up Bones' back for more goals. I wonder if that's going to kind of edit how Train Whistles approaches their strategy for this game to see if they can kind of do as much as they can within their power to fight against Bones' back specifically. Whether it be demoing him a little bit more or trying to bump him away from the goal or really just trying to play on that offensive power to make it so Bones' back doesn't even have a chance to score any goals or get any lineups for that. The shooting percentage is pretty even across the board, pretty basic stuff. The shots per game, also pretty even across the board. Saves and stuff like that, even. Assists, however, I'm going to be honest, the real Robo on Train Whistles having a .20 in assists and Andy Wandy having a .27. Pretty low, especially compared to their teammate Crazy Yike with a a .40, practically doubling their assists. It really seems, and you can really kind of look at how their dynamic of playing is going to be all set up for them. Now, chat, I'm going to need you to type 1 in the chat if you're absolutely ready for tonight's game, and type 2 if you're quite uncertain if you're going to lose all of your channel points.
I'm always a 2, I'm not gonna lie, and thank you so much for the nice blabber as we move into this game here. Oh,
maybe a little bit of an early start, unfortunately.
Resetting, hell yeah, love that for me. All right,
worries,
everyone, leave the match. We're gonna have to pull right back into that. That's entirely my fault, most likely, and I don't even know how it is. So we'll find our way to figure that one out. But just waiting on Lemon Jewel to leave that match, and we'll get ourselves kicking back in. All right. Yeah, no, I agree. But since we got to the end of that, you got to speak a little bit. You got to look at some stats. I got to ask you, who do you think has this match? What's your prediction?
It's one of those interesting situations where, again, obviously, since I've been casting for too long, looking at last game's night of Velocity versus Imhuz's power and seeing how Velocity was really able to pull through against Imhuz's power, even though Imhuz had almost twice Velocity's stats all across the board with an extra win in their pocket. You really never know. Train Whistles, I think, has a chance for a little bit of a fight here, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Andy Wandy going for the ball, trying to hit it a little bit further down court here, back to the pocket. Lemon Jewel's going to be meeting him there for sure. A little bit of a shot on goal, potentially.
Really quickly that you see it's Mason up in Train Whistle's team. I will state that due to the setup of our system, we have not gotten that updated yet. 80 Wadey is currently the player on that one. So just
okay.
Just a little bit of an overlook. Just ignore it. We'll move on from there.
No worries. We playing against, and Lemon Joel with the first goal to kick off the game. 0-1. It's looking a little interesting already right out the gate.
Yeah, an awkward read there in the corner. Finds Lemon with a free ball and an awkward defense. A nice finish there by Lemon puts Gettin Sendy up 1-0, and we've got Train Whistles on the back foot early on. So far, you've seen them kind of play. I mean, it's a little slower than Div C, but you gotta realize that some of these guys have some like mechy potential. Like I've seen Bones hit some nice double taps. I've seen 80 do some crazy stuff in the air. And specifically, the person I'm looking forward to today is Lemon Jewel. He's got a bit of a freestyler's nature to him. I just want to see that come true and come through.
Oh, 100%. Definitely fun to see a little bit of showing off on the fun flicks and fun aerials and things like that, especially in a lower div match where it might be a little slower, where you're able to get a little bit more time to be able to perform some fun things like that. Bones is back with a good save on goal. The real Robo maybe trying to get a little bit closer to it. Andy Wandy also knocking it across. Unfortunate lineup right there. Not going to get it close enough. They're going to be pushing it back down for the train whistles side of the goal.
Yeah, and currently ended off submissions there. Train whistles 25%, Gettin Sendy 75. So it's looking heavy in that Gettin Sendy direction, but this game is so far looking the same way. As we get a little bit of offense, though, it's pushed out from Bones. Nice touch by 80 Wadey, keeps it in the front. Robo up in the air, can't make contact. Ball floating off to the corner. Crazy Ike is up above, but Bones gets it under him. Can Bones play deeper into the half? He's met by 80, and it's sent away straight to Lemojewel. Lemojewel with the whip. This ball floating back into the side. Crazy Ike unable to do anything with it. Robo will try to follow this up, but the offense almost finds it. Can't quite get the Doomsy, and this ball is going to get held off by the defense.
Wandy with a little closer to the goal. That's going to be blocked by Bones' back. Crazy Ike going in as well. Might be a goal here. Maybe a little bit free. Oh, not quite. They're playing very, very tight goalie right now. Really just not wanting anybody to score at all. They're playing very carefully. They're just really not wanting anybody to get the upper hand too fast. They're really just trying to analyze the situation and see what's going on here. Ryu with a little bit of an air bump right there. Andy Wandy kind of trailing it, just trying to get it away from his goal. He doesn't want it on his side of the field. The real Robo trying to knock it a little bit down. Ryu with a pounce back. Andy Wandy playing a little bit of goalie. Can he go get it? Bones is back. He's going to be trying to maybe fake out an aerial there.
Yeah, that
Crazy
ball rolls
Ike.
up the wall. It's my bad, cut you off. Crazy Ike.
No, you're
that
good.
one
You're
in an
good.
awkward position. Can he do anything with it? This ball from 80 Wadey sent middle. No one there to follow. Crazy Ike, though, keeps it in the area. Bones meets 80. Not well enough. Robo for the shot.
Shot on goal
Bar
with
down.
Robo.
Crossbar.
1-1 tied up.
Oh,
That has got to be quite the confidence booster for Train Whistle.
gotta love Party Destroyed due to connection error. That's my favorite player. All right. As this one gets set up here, we are tied up 1-1 with about 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. Train whistles, it's been all them on offense for a good minute here. And honestly, if that keeps up, we might find ourselves with a more of a thorough attacking front than we thought from this Train Whistle side that had so far been pretty stagnant. Oh, shoot.
100%. Demo on Andy Wandy. Are they going to be able to make a play off of this? Trying to hit it outside that pocket. Crazy Ike backing up to play a little bit more goalie. Andy with the air ball. Bones is back. Can he get a bump on it? Not quite. It's going to get closer to their goal. They're really not liking that right now. Sendy Wendy. Lemojewel knocking it down. Back into the pocket. Can he get a lineup? No, he can't. Good save by Crazy Ike. Trying to get a little further down. Lemojewel knocked it to the side here. 1 minute remaining on the clock. Can we see another play? Potentially a little further downfield. Going for the demo on Ryu, but not quite connecting. That is okay. Crazy Ike trying to chase a little bit. Trying to see what's going to go on. Lemojewel maybe meeting him here. Bumping it back into the pocket. Maybe trying to make a play off of it. Andy Wendy is going to be playing a little bit tighter defense. Crazy Ike's going to be able to hit it back down the court. Back into their pocket. Lemojewel, a little bit of a ping pong back and forth, but that's okay. It's kind of what you expect here. Lemojewel, a little bit of a shot on goal. Andy Wandy able to save it. 30 seconds on the clock. Can they make out a play out of this before it goes into overtime? That is the big question right now.
I'm not sure. His Bones a little awkward. Can't quite connect there. This ball up the wall by Robo. Robo's just floating with it. Sent back towards the blue side. Crazy Ike, the only one able to get that long. He's able to do so, though, well. He gets a touch around one. 50s with another. This ball floating to the outside. The only person there is 80. 80 with a nice touch off the sidewall. This ball floating towards net. Sent away by Lemojewel. And this ball might fall, not quite. Ike keeps it up. Can he get anything mid? No, this ball floating back into the defensive side. 80 Wadey touches it to the wall, and it falls. Overtime in game one.
Meeting Ryu at the 50. Who will win it? Crazy Ike towards their... It's Sendy's side of the goal, excuse me. Bones is back in meeting Andy Wandy up in the air there. They really want to play very defensively here. They seem all uncertain. Andy Wandy trying to refill up on boost here. Crazy Ike's going to be meeting him there. Bones is back, trying to kind of chase him around. Ryu, he's got a bit of an aerial. Not quite the goal, very close. Robo might be able to knock it. Not yet. Just not good enough connection right now. Bones is back to be hitting him back down the court towards Whistle's goal. Shot on goal. Good defense by Crazy Ike.
Yeah.
See what they can do right now.
That's a nice send away to the corner. Bones is there, though. 80-80, unable to get it past him. A nice 50 held by Bones. 80, though, can't cut it in the middle. This ball met with a 50 with Ryu. This ball floating back to Ike. Ike with a long clear. Is anyone there to make any offense stick? Ike's going to try to go for the 50. He's able to dunk, but Lemo Jewel and Bones on offense can't get anything as 80 cuts them off. Can't find the double off the sidewall, though. Ball floating back to Ike. Ike with no boost, forced to send it hard against the wall. Can he follow it up? It's a 50 off to the side. Met well by, I believe that's Robo. Robo around one. A bump makes the defense awkward for getting Sendy here as this ball floating back towards the net. A nice touch around by 80-80, sends it wide, and this ball's going to float high. Ike's in the sky, but no one meets it other than Lemo Jewel, who's sending it back on his offensive side. He's able to get one touchdown mid. Is anyone there? 80-80 is missed to the 50, but he gets it over Bones, and they will remain in control.
Good save by 80-80. Train Whistle's definitely going to be sitting on not prioritizing refilling the boost too much. Probably should be prioritizing that a little bit more, especially when you're meeting with the ball up against the enemy player. Not going to be able to have a lot of confidence there, especially right there with the Robo being completely out of boost. He's got to back up to refill it. Crazy Ike maybe going for a little bit of an aerial pinch. Not quite going to get blocked. Bones is back chasing it right now. Ryu's kind of seeing where it's going to go, leading back into the pocket. Robo's going to be hitting it up. Crazy Ike maybe lined up with an aerial. Oh, just a little bit of a miss. Can't quite be able to touch the ball. Anyway, he's going to be sending it back down. Are they going to make a play off of this? Ryu with the aerial right now.
Yeah, he couldn't find much more. A nice touch there by Robo will keep it in their possession. Ike pushing strong. Can he get anything in the mid? He's able to collect. Can he flip it on to target? It hits post. No feeler. And this ball will roll
quite
out
close
to the side.
there.
Robo pushes it too early. This ball floating at the backboard. Is anyone there to follow up? 80-80 sends it to the corner, but it's a read for Lemo Jewel. He sends it high. A nice clear out by Robo. A little bit of a double commit, but they'll remain in control here. This ball floats back in the orange half. Ike to the back wall. Can he do anything with it? No, but it floats out to Robo. Robo shoots to backboard. A read by Bones will keep it off of the danger. But a nice touch there by 80-80 is going to keep the pressure up. Can they persist this pressure? Can they hold on to this as this ball floating off the back wall again? And Ryu's going to be able to get it out of his half at the bare minimum. He gets a touch around one.
Might be a free goal right here. Oh, and a great save by 80-80. Bones is back trying to knock him back to it. 80-80 is going to be sending it back down the court. He's kind of going for an aerial. A little bit of a lineup right here. Teammate might be able to send it in, and he can. Robo with the goal. Oh, man, Train Whistle with the first win of the night.
Yeah, they find that one there, and we find ourselves with a Train Whistle's dub, one of their first match wins in a while. And honestly, they looked like they controlled a good portion of that match. What do you think?
Absolutely. Great control, great understanding throughout the entire match, and really being able to analyze how Getting Sendy is going to be playing the match. They're really being able to counter them really well right now. We'll see. It's a lot of back and forth right now. Overtime lasted quite a while, but that's okay. They're just trying to see some openings, just waiting for one slip up by the enemy team for them to actually be able to score that goal. Train Whistle up, the true underdog right now. I don't want to say it'll be a Velocity versus I'm Huz like last night, but it might just be. Train Whistle might be the perfect counter for Sendy Wendy. We'll have to see.
For the sake of our next game and the fact that we're a little late, I'd prefer if it wasn't. I prefer if it's just a 3-0 one direction or the other, but that puts it on to Train Whistles to 3-0 here as they take the lead 1-0 in the series, not 2-0. Ignore the overlay. As we move through here, though, honestly, the person I'm looking at heavily right now is Robo. Robo has been making great pressure, and while his mechanics aren't quite there to follow up, he's been one of our longtime vets and a very consistent player for his career in Dcrl. A multi-time land maker, not winner, I will say, but maker. I think he does have one win under his belt, though. This ball popped onto net by Ike. Can it go in? Yes, it will.
Able to slowly bounce in, and there he goes. The first goal of the game towards Train Whistle. It might be a 3-0 sweep. This might be Train Whistle's first win of the tourney so far.
All right.
We'll see. Hey man, hey. I don't want to be too straightforward, but I gotta speak what I'm seeing right now. You know.
Yeah, I'm not
We
gonna
will
lie.
see, though. We
Oof.
will.
That's a nice touch by Ike, floating towards the corner. Can he get another touch to delay it? Yes, he can. 80-80 though, and doesn't make a great touch. A little bit of a bad flip as Lemojewel leaves Robo in the back lane. It's a great touch from Robo to keep the pressure off. As 80-80 is going to try to play out of his half. He plays 50 with Ryu. Plays poorly for him. Robo cuts that off on the corner, takes it to the outside. It 50s. It 50s mid though. A one in the air. Bones can't quite find the net. Can Ryu find it through, man? No, he cannot. 80-80 will get that one away, but that looked dangerous.
Like with the perfect defense, 80-80 trying to find it and send it down court right now. They're really contesting mid. They really want to get it into Sendy, excuse me, their side of the goal. Playing a little bit of defense, backing up a little bit. The real Robo trying to analyze the situation, getting a little bit more boost right now. 80-80 with the goal. It just bounces in. They just weren't there to score it, or block it, excuse me, unfortunately. Really nice goal pinch off the wall here.
Yeah, lovely little feed on the 50. Flies off the wall straight into the net, and now Gettin Sendy have 2 goals they've got to overcome. This is not looking good for them. Let's just hope that they're a team that
Another
has
early
to,
goal, maybe? Oh, not quite.
Yeah,
That
not
was
quite.
definitely nerve-wracking for them.
Yeah, we'll see as this ball pushed out by 80-80. Can he find the touch? Yes, he can. He's moving into this orange half, able to get a touch around Ryu. Well, Ryu does it to himself. Shot near post, can't find it. Ball floating to the outside. A nice touch there by 80-80. Robo to follow up. Can it pop from the corner? No, it can't. This ball is going to be sent back to the blue side.
Sure is. Andy Wendy kind of playing footsies here with Lemojewel right now, trying to knock it back and forth here. Crazy Yike able to knock it down court. Bones is back going for an aerial. Maybe a double tap off the back post. Not quite going to be able to get it. Blocked perfectly. Lemojewel kind of trying to get a lineup right here. They're going to be countered. They're really trying to just be very conservative with boost right now and just really trying to keep their eye on the ball and staying contesting with them. They're up 2-0. All they got to do is just burn the clock or make some more plays. They really don't have to overextend. They really don't have to get cocky. They're already got this game in the bag. If they just burn the time, they're set for a match point. Lemojewel with a shot on goal, hopefully. Not quite going to be able to get it. Andy Wendy with a send. Ryu, maybe. Got to be blocked by Real Robo, excuse me, sorry. Crazy Ike trying to get another lineup. Bones is back going to be able to block it.
That's a nice touch, though. Can they get... okay, what needs to happen here is Train Whistles needs to find some consistent offense. They've been on their back foot a little bit. They've had to make some nice saves. They've made them. But now they need to start pushing forward as Ike, unable to get that 50. Ball floats back. It's a nice pop from Lemojewel. Can he get something mid? No, he can't. Ball floating back down. It's met well, though. Ike to the outside. He's going to go high with the ball. He's in the air. Can he find the shot? He's floating it down on net. No one able to get back in time. Ike finds that one to make it 3-0.
3 up with 1:43 on the clock. Now I got to ask... Gettin Sendy, do they have it in them to be able to go for the comeback? I don't know. It's been a bit of a switch up tonight. We'll see.
Yeah.
Robo meeting Ryu at the 50 right now. Robo going to be able to win that 50, knocking it back into Gettin Sendy's pocket. Andy 80-80 going to be eating him there. Crazy Ike's going to be eating him there as well. Ryu with the block. Robo's going to be knocking it downfield. Lemojewel, hopefully. Bones is back going to be able to get that save. Pretty good 80-80. They're really applying the pressure on right now, not letting them catch a break for a moment at all.
Yeah, this ball met by Bones moves into their half. Can he do anything with it? It's a pop high. 80-80 from the back wall, able to send it out mid. Ike forced to stay back, unsure of offensive pressure. That's a nice 50. It's floating down mid. Is Ike there in time? Not quite. Lemojewel able to send that one away, but it floats down. It's floating mid. 80-80 waiting on it. Can't quite do anything with it. This ball sent back mid. Robo there sends it deep into the corner. I'm looking at one thing right now, Angel. I'm looking at it's Gettin Sendy maintain any more offense, and when they maintain that offense, can they get an actual goal? We have not seen anything from them.
It's the real question right now. They're being very deprived of their goals, which is definitely going to be killing a lot of team spirit right now. Train Whistle just playing really, really good defense up against them and offense when they need to. 30 seconds on the clock, still 3-0. I don't know. I don't know if Gettin Sendy's got that in him to be able to come back for this game. It might be match point already, but I don't want to get ahead of myself just yet. Good save on them. Bones is trying to play. Ryu maybe getting a lineup here, but it's going to get blocked by Crazy Yike. It's going to be launching up into the air. 80-80 trying to sending it back into that pocket, and I got to be honest, it's game.
Yeah, it's been corner country for this entire matchup. And right now, it has currently been almost a full 10 minutes since Gettin Sendy has scored a goal. 10 whole minutes. It has been a long time of full play since they found anything. And if I'm Gettin Sendy right now, I'm minorly panicking. I'm not gonna lie, because that is too long to not have a goal at your hand.
Yeah, unfortunately, I shouldn't have looked at the stats, and I should have just looked under the underdog. I'm going to be honest. I'll admit to chat, I did put all my channel points, or near all my channel points, on Gettin Sendy, because I was like, yeah, the stats don't lie. But I should have learned since last night, the stats do, in fact, lie sometimes, and they really love to lie. Crazy guy going to be meeting them at the 50 is very true. Lemon Jewel maybe going for a little bit of an aerial here.
Oh,
not quite going to be able to get it. Good save. Good save by Ike. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a nice touch to the outside. Ike from the backboard. He's going to try to play a little mid here. He makes a good 50, but it sends back to his corner. Robo, low boost, playing from his side. A touchdown, though, met well by Bones. Bones to top corner, can't quite find it. And 80 Wadey just sitting on his back foot here, waiting and watching. Can Robo find the double? Yes, he can off the sidewall. Can he do anything more to send it mid? Yes, he can. That ball's popped high, 80 Wadey up. He's not going to find a shot, but it'll pinch out to their control. There's a small chance that this turns into something here for them. Not quite, though. It's going to be sent back into their half, and Bones will be up in the sky.
Bones is up in the sky. Good save on Ike, but it's going to be bouncing back down. Can they do another save here? Bones going to be maybe knocking it in. They got to hit the goal here.
Oh, get it.
80 Wadey with a good save. Another good block by Ike. They're really going to apply the pressure here. Gettin Sendy's going to be getting a little desperate right now. I'm going to be honest with you. They're really trying to ball chase right now. They're desperately trying to get a goal, so it's not a 3-0 sweep. I can tell they're kind of shivering in their timbers right now. Ryu with a shot on goal. Robo's going to be there, though. He's going to be able to save it. Not quite going to be able to get anything off of it. It's back in Gettin Sendy's area of the court. Robo's going to be trying to make a play off the wall right now. Getting bumped around. 80 Wadey coming in. Can they get a lineup? It's going to be saved by Lemon Jewel.
Oh, flick.
80 Wadey with a little bit of a lineup. He's going to be flicking it over. Another save. A lot of back and forth, but it's very congested on their goal right now.
Yeah, Lemon Jewel doing what he can to get it out. Is able to send it to the far backboard. A touch up by 80 Wadey. He's going to get it past one. Can he play past more? He's past two. Can he finish it off against three? Not quite. No flick there. Lemon Jewel cut it off. Although a whiff by Lemon Jewel is going to leave Ike with the ball. He pushes it ahead of himself. Can't quite follow that up, but it's back to Robo. Robo from the back wall. Can he do anything with it? Rolls
tap
back
off the backboard. Maybe it is.
Into
Into the corner. Ike is able to get it. 1-0 for Train Whistle already. Oh, that's got to be nerve-wracking for Gettin Sendy.
Placement Peter here sends it low and right. Finds the way through. Train Whistle's up 2-2. Well, 1-0, but 2-0 in the series, and this is looking rough if you're a Gettin Sendy fan, as Lemon Jewel sends this one high, ball pops down. 80 Wadey's able to keep it controlled in the center. It's a little bit of a pop, but no follow. He goes for the bump, can't quite find it. Ryu to the back wall. Lemon Jewel out of his own corner. Can he do anything with it? No. 80 Wadey with a nice pop. No follows from the orange, as a nice touch there by Robo on the 50, able to keep it in their half. Crazy Ike with the middle pass, can't quite find it there. 80 Wadey keeps it in their half. Can he do anything with it?
Come on, Ike, but it's back to the goal, and 80 Wadey able to score. 2-0. I don't want to call wraps already with 2 minutes and 22 seconds back on the clock, but oh my goodness, this is a huge upset. This is absurd.
Holy cow.
80 Wadey meeting Ryu at the 50 right now. Who's going to win it? 80 Wadey's able to knock it back to their pocket. Robo's going to be able to make a play off of it. Not quite. Bones is able to block it. 80 Wadey hopefully may be able to get an aerial off here towards the goal. Crazy Ike going to be able to maybe, just not quite. They're playing good defense. Maybe a little bit of miscalculation and miscommunication.
That was a nice 50 by
Good
Robo.
block by Ryu. It sure was.
Yeah, this ball popped high. Ike in the air to meet it. He's able to get it not quite around one. Met well by the opposing side. Lemon Jewel, though, with a pop around one. Can he do anything more? He's able to meet 80, but it floats down for Bones. Bones doesn't make contact, though. It's left for Ryu. Rio to the back wall. 80 Wadey is able to try to push this out. Lemon Jewel, though, from the corner. Can he find a shot on target? No, he pops this one high again, and 80 Wadey's just going to send it away. He doesn't feel the need to make the offensive pressure. His team is winning. 1:30 left, and it'll be a sweep for Train Whistles.
They're playing absolute ball right now, especially for the absolute underdog bottom of Div D right now. They're outperforming what, a top 3 team in Div D right now.
Yeah.
Absolutely outperforming them, just driving circles and running donuts. Jewel trying to get a lineup right here, but it's going to be blocked by 8080. Crazy Yak trying to get a read on what Ryu's doing. Real Robo's going to be knocking it down. 1 minute warning. Bones is back. Maybe getting a lineup for Crazy Yike. Not quite. It's going to be down the court, though. Nobody's there. This might be a free goal if they don't mess up, and it is by Bones is back. 2-1, 52 seconds on the clock. That's a big confidence booster. There is a chance that they're able to win this match and pull through.
I mean, hey, it took 14 minutes, but we finally have another goal from Gettin Sendy, and it might be the jump start they need. Ike, though, oh, give me
into the goal.
minute.
A misread, I guess. Crazy Ike with the
They
goal.
didn't
3-1.
go for kickoff. What's going on?
Might have been a technical issue.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure here if that was a technical issue. I'm gonna
get a read on the players, see what happened.
Yeah, we're gonna quickly ask the question, because not going for kickoff seems a little out of it. His game crashed for a sec there. Okay, cool. All right, we'll get back into this. They're not asking for anything separate. He was back by the end of that, so that's where it found. We got a 2-goal lead again, and they have to find their way back again here, as it looks rough for the 3rd time this series.
It really does. 80-80 with maybe a little bit of an aerial, trying to double bump it off the wall. Not really going to be able to find anything. However, he's driving circles around him. Maybe a free shot on goal. Not quite going to be a good save by Ryu. Crazy Ike's going to be chasing a little bit. Lemon Jewel maybe going to be meeting him there. 30-second warning. Ryu's going to be bumping it back into the pocket. Robo's going to be meeting him there. Crazy Ike's going to be meeting him there. Bones is back, trying to make a play off of it, trying to send it back down the court just to get it away from their goal so they can't score anymore. But with 20 seconds on the clock and counting, I really think this might be a wrap, unfortunately, for Gettin Sendy.
That's a nice touch to the corner by Ike, delaying the time. 80-80 goes up high. This ball floating down low mid. Is anyone there? Lemon Jewel with the touch. He sends it up again. And instead of putting anything on target, this ball's going to float down at the 0-second mark. And one team finds their first win of the season. And it's Train Whistles on stream.
It sure is. Shout out Train Whistles, the absolute underdog of Div D, winning their first game 1-4. Absolutely spectacular plays against Gettin Sendy right there.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm going to take it back to us casters as I try to fix something really quick. We'll see if it works. If not, oh well, woe is me. My bad. We'll see though. If it does work, it'll be hopefully better for our lovely winners interview here, as we're going to wait for them to make their way to the waiting room. All right.
Awesome. Chat, how we feeling tonight? How are we feeling? Type 1 if you're feeling good. Type 6-7 if that was a game that you absolutely did not see coming.
All right, you're done. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave at this time. You will not be receiving your bonus pay. You're not receiving anything. I was actually, so little thing, I may or may not have been trying to see if I updated my overlay, if it would show a different name other than the one on there. Sadly, that's not how that works. I'll get them in here for this winner's interview in just a moment. But yeah, honestly, that is probably the least game that I expected. So I gotta ask you, how are you feeling after that one? What did you think?
It's been interesting, to be honest. I mean, for an absolute underdog being able to take what, a top, let's look at this again. Yeah, the top 2 team actually in Div D. It's quite crazy. Honestly, definitely something nobody really expected. Quite the switch up for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And they're in here to join us. I'm going to get us back over to the right place. We're going to make sure that this is not broken. And it's going to take a second to load. Love how long that takes. It's great. Are we gonna load the blue one, or are we just gonna sit here? No, no game. We're just cool. No, I didn't want you to work. It's fine. Okay. Well, boys, how are we feeling?
Very
Amazing.
pumped.
Good. Pretty
All right, we're
good.
gonna go back to casters till I fix this. But yeah, no, congratulations on your win. You're only able to hear them right now. Gotta love the overlay break. But what's going through the heads? What's the thought process right now?
Our
We're
rotations were
just
great, and that's just what we used to win.
All
We're gonna keep
right,
that going into next seasons or next
we're
series.
we're good. We got him back. All right, and then there's us in the bottom. Perfect. Stream's not broken anymore. Yay! All right. Well, I gotta ask you, Robo, going into this captain switch, how did you feel? What's your thoughts now? And just give me your overall on that.
At the beginning, I mean, I wasn't really sure, but once we started practicing with the new captain, it wasn't until like our second practice where I was like, "This is the guy. I know it."
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm just happy you guys got that to work for you. I'm gonna ask over to the man himself. Sorry, Crazy Ike. How are you feeling? How did you feel this starting this season? How are you feeling now?
Start of the season, I was a little worried, but none of it really matters till like playoffs or LAN. But definitely getting 80 as a new captain helped out, and I'm feeling a lot better. I feel like we can maybe not be one of the bottom 2 seeds. So yeah, I'm feeling good.
Hey, fair enough, man. I mean, it's it's been a bit of a start for you boys. So I mean, you're starting up now. You've got the whole rest of the season with you here. I gotta ask 80 you came into this like out of nowhere. What are you thinking? What's your thought process going into the rest of the season? And what would you say is probably the main thing that you're thinking about in response, like towards your teammates? What are you like? Are you happy with your teammates? Are you surprised? Like what's your thought process going to the rest of the season?
Well, I mean, if we just keep communicating and playing good defense, I think we'll do really great. And my teammates, I'm really happy with my teammates. They're really talkative, and yeah.
Hey, fair enough. Angel, you got any questions for these boys?
I mean, it was an absolute great performance that you guys were able to pull off. Again, I'm going to keep saying it and keep preaching it. Complete underdogs of the division, able to pull off and beat the number 2 team in the division. That's got to feel fantastic for you guys, and definitely a huge confidence booster. I am all for it. Train whistles through the roof. I'm ready to see you guys absolutely reach it and plow through playoffs, plow through LAN, and take it home. To be honest, you guys were great on the court, absolutely fantastic. And I know a lot of people lost channel points, but I mean, hey, doubters gonna doubt, and if you pull through, they're gonna lose. I don't have too many questions to ask, to be honest. You guys were just able to play very, very well. 80 definitely something I was able to notice a lot more kind of aerial play for you and coming into this game as well, and just more and more of it trying to really meet Gettin Sendy every single time they try to get the ball up in the air. Is that just kind of the strategy that kind of delved into, where you're just really trying to kind of ball press them and not allow them really any room to move and play offensively?
Well, yeah, but I'm a lot better in the air than the ground, so I love to go up in the air and challenge.
That's fair. That's fair. Completely makes sense. I mean, hey, stay in your own respects and stay in your own lane of what you're really skilled at. I don't have too much to add, just other than congratulations, everybody.
Yeah, I got one more question. Robo, the man himself, multiple LAN victories, multiple LAN arrivals. I got to ask, do you think this team's going to LAN with the new captain?
Yeah.
Oh,
Without a doubt.
he called the shot without a doubt. All right, boys. Well, congratulations so much. We're going to send you off. We've got streams coming in quick here. Thank you so much. Sorry for the delay on the stream. And again, have a great night. Congratulations. All right, we're gonna send them away. Head back to you and me. If they want to leave themselves, that saves me the trouble. Never mind, they're gonna make me drag all of them. Sounds good. Back to you and me, Angel. All right, well, we'll be back very, very soon. I would like everyone to shame Cosmic in the chat as he decided to back out. So we will have Angel again. Everyone's gonna like that though, because Angel's got a great voice for commentation. Did a great job this first game.
Thank you.
As you get a jump from Div D to all the way to Div A. So we're gonna have some fun at the fastest action, the most mechanics, all the stuff that you probably don't know. It'll be good. It'll be great. I'm gonna love it.
It's Silk. Shout out in the chat, man. I mean, hey, I'm pretty close to arrival every single time I see some great plays. And jumping up all to Div A, I'm going to say it's going to be pretty close. Definitely excited for faster gameplay, just top of the top. Yeah, no, I'm interested. I'm excited. Going to be able to talk a lot faster and a lot quicker play. Definitely going to be great.
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to send it away here. We'll be right back. Thank you, everyone who is watching Straight to Intermission. Adios.